Just raise your hand if you want to experience. Okay. Okay, here it's you. Give a round of applause, everybody, for the bravery. This is one person that said, yes, it sounds scary to do this work, so why don't you come up here? Okay, good. You're stepping into the fear. You don't have to eat fire like I did. This might be a little bit easier than eating fire. Or not, I don't know. What's your name?
Colleen.
Colleen is here, okay. So, are you okay speaking into the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, and if not, I'll just repeat. So, I'm gonna ask you to take a moment, just feel into what hopefully feels like safe space. And just honor WESAC and the lovely people here and your new 30 best friends. Okay, great. I'm gonna ask you to bring your awareness inward into your body. And even though you may have 1 or 10 things that you want worked on, ask your body and really try to feel what is being asked to be worked with in this moment. And let us know what you sense, see, hear.
I'd say my investment in the outcome of people that I work with, really genuinely wanting them to be happy and healthy when that may or may not be what they need. But my investment in it is the problem, my problem.
She's calling investment, Buddhists will call it attachment. So where in your body are you feeling that attachment? Okay, so okay. So feel into that deeply. And really ask your body, is this a belief system that I was born with, or did I adopt this on the way?
Adopted.
Okay, so it was adopted. So maybe we can call it a form of people-pleasing? Okay, anyone else relate to people-pleasing? Yeah, not alone. Look at all those hands. Okay. Hands and smiles. What are you getting out of doing that?
Hurt.
Okay, so what seems like a positive intention is actually creating more pain. Okay, is that serving you?
No.
Is it serving them?
No.
Okay, where did you learn this from?
My childhood.
Okay. Anyone in particular that really wanted you to be a certain way?
My sister.
Your sister, okay. So you adopted her belief systems. Right. Okay. And how would you feel about giving those belief systems back to her?
Really good right now.
We might not need to do the rest of the process. All right, I'm going to ask you to call into your awareness what I call her highest self. And let us know when you have that. Okay. And just share with her what you know to be true. You have adopted her belief system in the false idea that it would be helpful.
I've adopted your belief system and the false idea that it's helpful for me to take on rescuing you.
And I'm seeing now that this isn't the best way to connect with you.
And I'm seeing now that this is not the best way to connect with you.
Because I need my experience and you need yours.
Because I need my experience and you need yours.
And ask her if she's be willing to take it back.
Are you willing to take it back?
And let us know what she says.
She wants it.
Okay. And you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. And it's, it can bring tears, and your tears are beautiful. They're welcome here. Okay? So I'm going to ask you to open up this area in your mind's eye And just like a water faucet, when you turn it on, the pressure's already there. You don't need to push anything out. You're just turning it on, opening up, and let it go back to her. And I want you to stay with it till you feel something shift in your body.
I feel it.
Everybody else feel that? Yeah. What's the experience in your solar plexus now?
Lightness and openness and just freedom.
When was the last time you felt that there? Or anywhere?
I don't know that I have. I've never felt that. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Even walking different. Okay. Beautiful work. So that required some courage. You gave back something you've probably been holding for a few decades in 3 minutes. Pretty good. Okay. But it's not because I'm so wonderful, although my mother will tell you that I am. My wife does too, fortunately. It's because of your willingness. If you weren't willing to make that shift, we would still be up here. We might be up here till the next speaker. And depending, maybe even through the next speaker, okay? So it's just an example. We have to be willing to step into the unknown. And typically, what's on the other side of that unknown? Other words you used were freedom, lightness. There was another word you used. Openness. Clear. What's it? Be true to yourself. Ultimately, sure. But we don't grow up with that support. We grow up, be true to our upbringing, our conditioning. And my invitation is not to judge that. Anytime you judge something from your past, you're giving it more energy. So instead of saying, why is this happening? Why am I this way? What's a more empowering question? How could I not be this way considering my upbringing? And how can I be okay with that? Well, just accept it. Love the heck out of it. It's your past. Own it. Obviously, your soul needed to experience it. Now, granted, there are some people in this room, and of course worldwide, that had tremendously traumatic events as children. And maybe that's what your soul needed. All right, on a mental level, well, that's messed up, right? But on a gut level, I think we all know that's how we learn. We learn to experience compassion and have more compassion for others and ourselves, really, by going through these difficult experiences. And we've all had something we've overcome already, right? So you know you can do it. So I'm just a guide in that process. And there's many other guides here, there's guides there, guides all over, right? Just connect with one. Because trying to do this work on your own, often in my experience at least, is very difficult to get to that deep, deep underlying root level on your own. And this isn't saying that I might be, I may or may not be that practitioner for you, and that's totally fine. If you resonate with someone else that works here, that speaks here or elsewhere, go for it. It's a beautiful thing. Go with what resonates with you. Right? Don't fight your heart's desire. I think if you did, you wouldn't be here, right? Okay. How many of you saw like the ad for this and was like, yeah, I need to go? Like you didn't even read the whole ad, right? It's like, yeah, I need to be there. I get that a lot. People are like, oh, I saw your picture, I knew I needed to work with you. Or I saw your book, I didn't even read it yet, but I made an appointment with you. I'm like, all right, cool. You're listening to something very deep within, right? Or just hoping, right? Fortunately, I tend to attract very highly sensitive persons who are very intuitive. I don't have to do any sales. People just show up. When I do these steps, I mentioned this yesterday, and I do believe it to be true based on my experience. When I do these steps, this preventative aspect especially, being in the presence of difficult situations and persons, when I do these steps and get more in touch with my own true self, my life is really easy. I don't have to, I don't have to do a lot to have clients show up. I don't have to do a lot to have the right information show up or the guidance to show up. It all just shows up. Now, because I'm very human and I spent 40 plus years not doing these steps, there are many times that I don't do them. So I can beat myself up for it, sure, but is that serving me? Why do I share this? Because a lot of you might try to do this and you might want results right away. You might want that 3-minute transformation. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean necessarily that the work is bad. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It just means that you need a little guidance. And we all have different forms of resistance. And I like to think of resistance as more of a detour sign than a stop sign. If we work with the resistance, we can work around it, go through it, and we can get to what's really necessary in the moment. Okay, I'm hearing one more volunteer. This is where everyone raises their hand, right? After the first brave person. So raise your hands again. Okay, up front here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Megan.
Megan?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to feel into your body. Really just try to acknowledge what hopefully feels like safe space. Feel in without judgment, just noticing what's there, and see what area is calling for attention.
That's my heart.
Okay, so the heart chakra. Okay, great. I think I know the answer, but I'd like you to verbalize it. What's the energy or emotion that's stuck there?
It's fear.
Fear, okay. Feel a little bit deeper. Is it yours, someone else's, or a combination?
Combination, I
Okay.
think.
Okay, so you and who else?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay, so you're holding your mom's fear in your heart chakra. And your own.
Yes.
Okay. There are different steps for working with what's yours versus what's not yours. I'm hearing we should work with what's not yours first, and then I'll address what is yours and how to work with that in a moment. How do you feel about giving her back her fear?
Good.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so see if you can call into your awareness what I call her higher self.
Okay.
Okay, got it ready? Okay, we got an advanced practitioner here. It's like, got it, okay, all right, cool. So just share with her what you know to be true. You're holding her fear in your heart.
Do you want me to say it, to verbalize it?
Whatever feels right for you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And share with her what this is doing. What's the end result? What are you experiencing from doing this? You're not blaming, you're just sharing.
Yeah. I'm experiencing untruth about myself.
Okay. And what does that bring up for you?
Dissonance.
Dissonance, yeah, okay. Right. And if you gave this back to her, you would feel what?
I would feel powerful.
Okay, powerful.
Yes. 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 I would feel in resonance with my power, with my higher self, which is the truth of who I am.
That's pretty exciting, right?
Yes. I already feel better.
I told you we had advanced here. So what's happening in your heart chakra here?
Feels great.
Okay, then thank you.
Thank you. Are we done? I feel great. Yes, I think we're done.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay.